What's up, everybody? Welcome to the ReCoop. I'm your host, Cooper Daniels, and today is Wednesday, June 19th. Happy Juneteenth, everybody. It's the day that I guess we freed the slaves. It's pretty cool, man. It's not a holiday that necessarily a lot of us grew up with, but I mean, celebrating that doesn't seem like it's hurting much. How do you guys feel? You feel good? You feel inspired? Middle of the week, no market. We're not going to have any market updates, but this is a crypto show. You know, it goes 24/7. So look, folks, I don't know if you follow me on Twitter. If you don't do it, please at Coop_Daniels. It would be helpful for the show. Also, if you're watching me on Twitter, awesome. Welcome. Thank you. If you'd like, you could head over to YouTube as well. I don't necessarily focus on YouTube all that much, but as I do more edited content and more interviews, I think YouTube is going to become more relevant again. But yes, so if you follow me on Twitter, you know that over the summer, at the very least, I'm going to pare back my daily live shows. It's a lot, folks. It's been a lot. I've been working pretty hard in other facets of my life. And doing this every morning is getting in the way. I got to help my wife. She's got stuff going on. We don't need to talk about her shit. But yeah, so I'm going to do a show every Wednesday and Friday. And then I'm going to get back to messing around, editing some videos, deep diving into things, doing short videos for different projects, different things that I think are exciting. You know what I'm saying? I know you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. And then interviews. I enjoy the interviews. A lot of you often comment being like, man, what happened? Why aren't you doing more interviews, bro? That's you in your element. And I agree. I like talking to people and I like learning from people. So we'll do some more of that as well. So it's all good. It's going to be a summer of sun and some content and good times. What's going on in the chat? Anybody here? Oh, so today what we're going to talk about is some of the obvious news that we got going. I haven't looked at the market at all. So we're going to go look at the market together. This morning, I've just been doom and gloom about politics, global politics, to be honest. People were talking about robot dogs with rifles in China. And then it just got to thinking about drones. We had Putin over there eating lobster salad with Kim Jong-un. And becoming a strategic ally. The axis of evil is back. So all that crap. But we're not going to talk much about that because, you know what, bro? It's depressing. Or brah, gal, lady, cutie. Any cuties in the audience? What's wrong with me? The only problem with me doing this show every Wednesday and Friday is going to be there's going to be a little bit of staleness. Like, especially by the time I get back to Wednesday, I'm going to be like, is this thing on? Anybody in the chat? Let's see. What's going on? Hey, Animal Style, what's up? Thanks for showing up, man. Jeffrey, what is your take on Laura tweet? I have no idea what Laura is. I looked it up and it didn't seem relevant. So I don't know. Is that an acronym? Laura? I've known some Lauras. Yeah, I don't know. Does anybody have an opinion about Laura? GM, Rome, what's going on? The Coop CRV, I think is what? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think $2,000 away from their $20,000 goal. Holy shit. Where are you guys going to put Coop? What centralized exchange are you animals putting Coop? Cheers to you guys, man. Fuck. Oh, there you go, Jeffrey. Decent fundraising efforts to get Coop listed on the Sex Drive. I have to say, when Kevin, K-Dog, we like to K him K-Dot. K-Dot, he wants to be called K-Dot. And I'm like, bro, no, you can't do that. K-Dot, Kev from Messina, we did our space with the AVAX community. We had Kimbo, Kakinu, and Big Red on there. Not a lot of Algorand people showed up, which was disappointing, I think. But I think we're going to get more Algorand people on the space this week. So tune in for that. But my point is I definitely mentioned the Coop CRV's Sex Drive, and then all of them thought that was funny. So good job, guys. And more importantly than the humor is aspect and the marketing aspect of Coop, the sex drive, is the fact that you guys are executing so goddamn well. Damn. Impressive. I'm watching. I'm a bystander. I'm Coop, but I'm not Coop. You know what I'm saying? Hi, Coops. Hey, what's up, Algorand.algo? Long time no see, buddy. It's not long time no see. I've seen you recently, but it's nice to see you active in here. All I can say is at this point, but something is cooking regarding Coop listing. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. I hope it's like, I mean, look, I don't want to FUD before they even do it, but I do hope it's an exchange that people are like, hey, not like, obviously it's not going to be Coinbase, but a little bit like, oh, not like, huh? Anyways, they got this. Evening, Coop. Beers, football on a fine summer's evening. Oh, man, LB, that sounds fantastic. Oh, yeah, what football is going on right now? I feel bad. I know a lot of you are in Europe and much more excited about soccer than I am. Real quick, I know I'm not sharing, but I do want to know who's playing right now. Soccer. The Euro. Damn it, I just jumped. Oh, shit. Germany versus Hungary. Oh, so Kevin is not watching this show. So we had a tie between Croatia and Albania. That's probably an underperformance by Croatia, right? And then at noon, what is that? Switzerland versus Scotland. So all of my Scottish friends, I know there's some of you in the chat, they're getting ready. They need to bounce back against the Swiss, which is probably it's a tall task maybe. I don't know. But Germany versus Hungary. Hungary does not look to be in good shape there. Okay, moving on. All right, Germans are playing right now. Buonasera, Coop. Hey, ciao. Drinking my coffee out of my Bitcoin cup. All right, let's get moving. I know you guys like to. Okay, I actually want to keep going. Talk a bit of potential ASA at Coinbase USDCA. Absolutely. I don't know, Algorand, if anything has happened other than the fact that we did have that mysterious $300 million worth of USDC. I think that indicates a big announcement coming at Decipher. And if I was a betting man, I would bet that that is a CCTP move. And if I were another betting man, it could coincide with listing on Coinbase and FRENS, Romans, countrymen, whatever. Sorry. God, that would be fun. Oh, please do it, Coinbase. Coinbase? I might even subscribe again to your Coinbase One thing if you gave me USDCA on Coinbase. It would just be so easy and cheap. So I hope that happens. So that's what and then by the way, as a lot of you already know in the Algorand community, is that Algo is not an ASA. All right. So it's not an ASA. And so a lot of these exchanges that only support Algorand or Algo, they're not set up to support ASAs. They have to actually do the work. So USDC A is in fact an ASA. So that would open the floodgates to things to Algorand standard assets. If Opal was still, gave a shit about Algorand, that would be good for maybe Opal. But Opal doesn't really care. They're Arbitrum. They can get listed. It's fine. Coinbase likes Ethereum. But that would be great news for things like GORA or Coop. I mean, with this new centralized exchange, listen, what if Coop becomes the thing that everybody thought it was and going to be, but it does end up being? That would be amazing. That would be insane. Holy shit, that would scare me. Okay, let's go. Good morning, Algo Wi-Fi. What's up? Buonasera. Scotland embarrassing themselves again. Oh, shoot. Germans playing just now. As I said, I feared from Scotland on Friday. Oh, man. LB, sorry about that, man. Holy shit. Certic were the hackers that tried to extort. Are you fucking with me? Okay, GovHat just comes in with some fucking crazy shit. Certic were the hackers that tried to extort Kraken. I mean, I guess you could give them Lavazza coffee. Okay, I like that too. For real. Wow. Now, I mean, okay, we're gonna definitely have to look at that. Now we're just gonna go look for that. I mean, you could spin that as white hat activity, right? Let's look. It's crazy. Okay, nobody wants that. Oh my God. Wow, they just fucking killed themselves. Didn't they? Okay, let's look. I'll share. Sorry, guys. That was the first time I'm not sharing on purpose. Let's look at this. Let's search this. I think this is obviously very interesting. It's even in my title, so it would be ridiculous for me not to just jump into this. All right. Wow, fuck. Wow. Certic. So this, I don't even know who this person is, so we're good. They got a lot of followers. Okay, Certic exploited Kraken for $3 million, waited 3 days to disclose the vulnerability, and has been extorting them for over a week. I know I've been shitposting a lot recently, but this is 100% real. Stay the fuck away from that company. The fuck? So this is the Kraken guy, isn't it? I'm sharing all this, right? Okay. So I think that Nick Prococo is somebody. Yeah, well, he's got the Kraken fucking logo on his thing. So over here, Sherlock Holmes over here. All right. Instead, they demanded a call with their business development team, i.e., their sales reps, and have not agreed to return any funds until we provide a speculated number amount that this bug could have caused if they had not disclosed it. This is not white hat hacking; it is extortion. All right. So there you go. He just pushed back on what I said. We have had a bug bounty program in place at Kraken for nearly 10 years. This program is run internally and is fully staffed by some of the brightest minds in the community. Our program, like many others, has clear rules of the road. Do not exploit more than you need to. Okay, it doesn't matter. We have never had issues with legitimate researchers in this way and are always responsive. In the essence of transparency, we are disclosing this bug to the industry today. We are being accused of being unreasonable. Blah, blah, blah. Upon discovery, we inform Kraken, because this is now Certic. Upon discovery, we informed Kraken, whose security team classified it as critical, the most serious classification level at Kraken. So, if you guys don't actually understand, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, and I'll immediately correct myself. But my surface level understanding of what happened is that somebody, Certic apparently, was able to spoof deposits that they didn't actually deposit, and then Kraken read it as they did deposit it. So it would be like me depositing a Bitcoin into Kraken, going through with it almost to the point where it registered on Kraken, but I never actually sent the Bitcoin, right? You understand. Okay, and I think that's true. I think that's what it was. After initial successful conversations on identifying and fixing the vulnerability, Kraken's security operation team has threatened individual Certic employees to repay a mismatch amount of crypto in an unreasonable time, even without providing repayment addresses. In the spirit of our transparency and our commitment to the Web3 community, we are going public to protect all user security. We urge Kraken FX to cease any threats against white hat hackers. Together, we can face risks and safeguard the future of Web3. Okay, well, there's more to be talked about here, isn't there? Okay, what is this dude saying? Holy shit, Certic just admitted to being the security firm that stole from Kraken and is trying to extort them for more of a payment. Given how often Certic audits get hacked, and now this shit, it's wild they still exist. Downright criminal. Okay, so we know where this boy Adam Cochran stands. Okay, what's going on? Okay, so Tevano, famous for always trolling people. Certic recently identified a series of critical vulnerabilities in Kraken exchange, which could potentially lead to hundreds of millions of dollars in losses, starting from a finding in Kraken deposit system where it may fail to differentiate between different internal transfer statuses. We conducted a thorough investigation with three key questions. Can a malicious actor fabricate a deposit transaction to a Kraken account? Can a malicious actor withdraw fabricated funds? What risk controls and asset protection might be triggered by a large withdrawal request? According to our testing result, the Kraken exchange failed all three of these tests, indicating that Kraken's defense in-depth system is compromised on multiple fronts. Millions of dollars can be deposited to any Kraken account. A huge amount of fabricated crypto, worth more than 1 million plus, can be withdrawn from the account and converted into valid crypto. Worse yet, no alerts were triggered during the multi-day testing period. Kraken only responded and locked the test accounts days after we officially reported the incident. Upon discovery, we informed Kraken, whose security team classified it as critical, the most serious classification level at Kraken. After initial successful conversions on identifying and fixing the vulnerability, Kraken's security operation team has threatened individual Certic employees to repay a mismatched amount of crypto in an unreasonable time without providing repayment addresses. In the spirit of transparency and our commitment to the Web3 community, we are going public to protect blah, blah, blah. We already read this. Transparency is important to the community. We are disclosing all testing deposit transactions here. Since Kraken has not provided repayment addresses and the requested amount was mismatched, we are transferring the funds based on our records to an account that Kraken will be able to access. Why so many test POC transactions? I can't see any universe where more than one or two, maybe two, would be warranted. The real question should be why Kraken's in-depth defense system failed to detect so many test transactions. This is indeed what we were testing. You often heard from a weak exchange's response to a security bug, finding with the brag of their strong risk control and in-depth defense system that they claim would prevent any significant loss. Certic put this to the test with Kraken and they failed miserably. And then Tay says, ha ha, you fucking clowns. There's absolutely no universe where this is white hat security research. Kraken is being incredibly patient for not outright calling this what it very clearly is, a multi-million-dollar theft with a side of extortion. Jesus. Aw, crypto. Aren't you fun? Isn't this fun, folks? We get to do this for the rest of our lives. Me, you, and Tavano. You know what I'm saying? We're a team, folks. I don't think she likes me. You guys realize or knows who I am, really, or forgot who I am, probably. She at some point knew, oh, this fucking asshole. You guys realize that Tornado Cash is OFAC sanctioned, right? And you are U.S. domiciled, right? Wow, so they were sending what they got via Tornado Cash? Is this true? Please tweet more. Oh, shit. Maybe the first good audit Certic has ever done. Certic found a bug in Kraken and stole 3 months for testing purposes. All right, so people definitely are not on Certic size. All right, we'll move on from this in a second, but let's just. So there, Kraken is just. All right, let's actually go to this guy. Look at this guy. Look what crypto can be. I think he should work on, get a better. I don't like it. I don't like this, Nick. As a security officer, I expect better graphics. Like can be. See what crypto can be. It looks like can be is one word. Can be. What the fuck is that? Sorry, guys. All right. In spring of shut up. In the essence of transparency, we're disclosing this bug to the industry today. Okay, so they're. Oh shit. Okay, so here we go. will not disclose this research company. This was 5 hours ago, and they've certainly disclosed it since, because they don't deserve recognition for their actions. We are treating this as a criminal case and are coordinating with law enforcement agencies accordingly. We're thankful this issue is reported, but that's where that thought ends. Our bug bounty program continues to be a vital shield in Kraken's mission and a key part of our efforts to enhance the overall security of the crypto ecosystem. We look forward to working with good faith actors in the future and consider this an isolated experience. In turn, we requested a full account of their activities, a proof of concept used to create the on-chain activity and to arrange the return of funds they had withdrawn. This is common practice for any bug bounty program. These security researchers refused. We've had a bug bounty. Do not exploit more than you need to. Okay, we're not going to read all those rules. We have never had issues with legitimate researchers in this way and are always responsive. The initial bug bounty report did not fully disclose the transaction information, so we contacted the security researchers to confirm some details to progress with rewarding them for successfully identifying a security flaw in our platform. Our team found a flaw deriving from a recent UX change that would promptly credit client accounts before their assets cleared, allowing clients to effectively trade crypto markets in real time. This UX change was not thoroughly tested against a specific attack vector. Okay, so Kraken certainly fucked up. This individual discovered the bug in our funding system, and I leveraged it to credit their account with $4 in crypto. This would have been sufficient to prove the flaw, file a bug bounty report with our team, and collect a very sizable reward under the terms of our program. Instead, the security researcher disclosed this bug to two other individuals who they work with, who fraudulently generated much larger sums. They ultimately withdrew nearly $3 million from their Kraken accounts. This was from Kraken's treasuries, not other client assets. All right. So, I mean, we can keep on going if you guys want, but I think you guys can do this on your own. It looks like in the matter of 3 to 4 hours, Certic just completely tanked their company. When you are the go-to auditor of Web3 platforms, protocols, and then you try to steal that. I don't know why anybody would pay your extortion amount of money that you charge for these audits moving forward. So congratulations, a couple of people at Certic just fucked up that company. All right. Let's go back to the chat and let's move on and proceed with the show, as we don't need to talk about the Kraken thing anymore. We did it. Okay, for real. Do you know what happens to Algorand Labs? I don't know what happened. Brasilio Tanta, ciao. Sorry. Every time I try to do an Italian accent, I always say ciao. You know, another thing that I've been doing, folks, this is for the people that watch my show a lot. In real life, with people that have no idea, I'll just whip out the Rick Strong voice, and when I'm trying to accentuate a joke or something, and it works. People, I have to say, if I did Devin like just randomly in real life, people would think I was a handicapped man. And what the fuck's wrong with me? I mean, except for if I go like this or something, but I do that shit all the time. But Rick Strong actually works in the world. Anyways, okay. Do I know what happened to Algorand Labs? I have no idea what happened to Algorand Labs. And frankly, I don't really know what's happened to Algorand Tech. I guess they're doing tech things, but they certainly aren't on the radars much either. It seems to be a very Algorand Foundation driven operation at this point. Certic committed self-forever sleep for sure. All right, let's go look. I mean, we're not going to spend too much time on the mainstream stuff because the market's closed. You know what I'm saying? But let's just go look at CNBC real quick, see what they're talking about. Then we'll go through CoinDesk, a couple crypto publications. And then we're going to look at prices, which I have not looked at. And we'll obviously talk a little bit about ETH and the SEC. And we'll carry on with our Wednesday, Juneteenth. All right, so let's go to share this tab. All right. Somebody's texting me. Oh, wait, I don't want to reload. No. I don't want to reload Restream. I want to reload CNBC. Let's go back here. All right. Okay, so yesterday the Dow was, everything was pretty much sideways. We can look at gold. Gold still moves right now, doesn't it? It's a global asset. Gold's down a touch. Silver is hanging out right under 30. So good. Oil is hit 7-week high on demand hopes, war jitters. So yeah, we're over 80 again, 85 Brent. Natural gas is almost $3. So that's all performing pretty well. Elon Musk softens, go fuck yourself too. Go, just touch yourself like the way you like. Comment as he tries to woo advertisers back to the platform. Okay. I think family films led by Inside Out 2 could reignite the box office. I think you will find me at a theater this afternoon, eating popcorn, drinking cherry Coke with two little people. I'll see that. I like it. There's two actually great kid movies that I can enjoy. Inside Out 2 is one of them, and then Despicable Me 4 coming out next month. So I like it when the gods provide me with the movie experience that I don't hate. Like going to see something like Migration or something. Like, oh my God. Okay. NVIDIA and other mega cap stocks are extremely overbought and could be due for a near-term pullback. Oh, shoot. They're saying that the money printer is struggle because fuck is that thing insane. Good for all of you that have been holding NVIDIA for a long time. It's been a common sense stock to own for several years. So many of you are much wealthier because of your NVIDIA. So my family is much wealthier because of our NVIDIA position. So I hope you're also there and enjoying the fruits of the semiconductors. Even your other semiconductor. I mean, like Qualcomm. Qualcomm is like up almost 100%. So it's not just all NVIDIA. I own some of that as well. Life is love and love is life, folks. Stock market's okay. You don't have to only invest in meme coins. You can also actually prepare for your future. Okay. Was it true that somebody told me that State Street said that they were going to move a massive position of their a large part of their Apple position into NVIDIA? So that fucking thing, I mean, you got to believe that that's going to correct. But the thing is, folks, when you get into this mindset, you do have to check yourself. If you're like, oh my God, of course, this is a bubble. NVIDIA's in a bubble. You got to protect against a huge crash. Now that may be true, and we might be at the peak of the NVIDIA bubble. I don't really know, and I don't track it that closely. That type of shit, I buy, I put in, I forget. I really do. I almost never trade stocks because I own my conviction. I just do conviction. Right? Anytime that I've thought that I'm going to be smart and do some of the garbage that I ended up doing a few years back, or I'm going to trade and stuff I always get burned. I always get, especially when you get enticed by the macro doom and gloom. You know what I mean? Don't let macro doom and gloom. Assets can still perform well, but they, obviously they'll also crash. But my point is, the original point I'm rambling. My original point is that sure, NVIDIA may crash, but if it is up 700x and it goes down 20%, there's a lot of good buying opportunities on the way up before it goes down to that epic crash that it'll be splashed all over mainstream. Oh, NVIDIA is the top is in. How far will it go? 20% down. Da da da. Oh my God. And you're still up 700%. So anyways, enough of that. You guys already understand all that shit. Okay, CNBC, you're boring. Let's go to CoinDesk. EOS desk, as we like to call it. Okay, so this is my first look at crypto markets, and they certainly haven't bounced back like I was hoping. But there is green, certainly in ETH. Bitcoin whales sold over 1 billion Bitcoin in the past 2 weeks. Damn, we're still at 65. Bitcoin whales sold over 1 billion BTC in the past weeks. Okay, we need to share this. We need to check to see that we're sharing this. There we go. We're in the game. The selling coincides with net outflows from U.S. listed Bitcoin ETFs in the same period. Long-term Bitcoin holders and miners have been significant sellers of the cryptocurrency in the past 2 weeks, with little indication of renewed buying interest. So I think what's happening is that miners are they're getting less reward for winning a block, and they're having to sell right now while the price is, I guess, still high, because their thought is that we can survive If we sell now and then Bitcoin goes parabolic like we think it's going to do in the end of the year, does that make sense? Do you guys think that that's true? This trend has been observed through a decrease in UTXO age bands, indicating increased selling activity. Some Opine miners are shifting their focus to the booming AI sector due to the diminishing mining rewards post-halving, which may have increased selling activity. Bitcoin long-term holder whales sold 1.2 billion in the past 2 weeks, likely through brokers. ETF flows are negative with 460 million outflows in the same period. If this 1.6 billion in sell-side liquidity isn't bought OTC, brokers may deposit BTC to exchanges, impacting the market. Traders are still not increasing their Bitcoin holdings, and large holders, whales, demand growth is still missing strength. Stablecoin liquidity has continued to slow down, growing at the slowest pace since November 2023. All right, well, that didn't sound particularly bullish, did it? All right, why you should diversify your digital asset portfolio. Nobody cares. Jump Crypto adds 10 million to industry's U.S. political war chest, raising PAC to 169 million. German government agency moves 425 million Bitcoin, some of it to crypto exchanges. Okay, so we got a lot of selling pressure. All right. Let's go to the block real quick, see what they're talking about. Okay, I don't care about Ethereum governance right now. ETC Group says crypto hedge funds Bitcoin exposure has recently dropped. Layer 0 opens eligibility checker for upcoming token airdrop. US Bitcoin spot ETFs, 152 million in net outflows, extending negative strays. Pharma Bro, oh, there was this sideshow, by the way. Pharma Bro Martin Shkreli claims he co-created the Donald Trump, JT token. That's just fucking Andrew Tate. Like, folks, some of the I would love, maybe you can put it in the comment, other things people are stupidly believing on crypto Twitter. One is that Barron Trump created the DJT token. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Is he even involved? That would be crazy, even if he's even involved. But like, he's the lead of that project. Okay, do you really believe that? And two, do you really believe that Andrew Tate isn't making money off of all these stupid coins, these tokens that he's creating on Solana? Like, what are we even talking about? Obviously he is. He's saying he's not, but of course he is. Any other things that people are believing out there that are absolutely ludicrous? Bernstein predicts spot Bitcoin ETFs near approval at major wirehouses, maintains 200,000 target by 2025. Yeah, they're fighting the price of Bitcoin, aren't they? Bitcoin. We're not going to be able to move very far if Bitcoin is going to just keep on. By we, I mean altcoins and everything else, the whole entire industry. Okay, moving on. Let's go look at prices because I have not looked at prices other than what we just saw. Okay, let's make sure we're sharing. All right. So Bitcoin 65,000, basically even. It's green a bit in the last 24 hours. The volume is low at 25 billion, 1.3 almost trillion market cap. Ethereum is obviously pumping based on the news that the SEC is no longer pursuing it. We should actually look at that. Let's look at that real quick. We'll come back to prices. Sorry to tease. Let's just look at this. this article real quick. We got the U.S. SEC closes investigation in Ethereum 2.0, major win for industry. Yeah, because Ethereum 2.0 is proof of stake. They were investigating them because basically the merge from proof of stake, which will also be seen in their treatment of other proof of stake networks, especially if you are somebody that's not a Bitcoin maxi. That would be your hope. Obviously, there is corruption in crypto that needs to be addressed, but I don't believe it is a proof of stake issue. Consensus, and it sounds like the SEC might agree. It said the U.S. SEC has notified the company that the agency is closing its investigation into Ethereum 2.0. The SEC decision came after Consensus sent a letter requesting clarification of Ether's category and the approval of spot Ether ETFs. Consensus Software announced today that the SEC, blah, 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 major win for the industry. Blockchain development company behind the MetaMask Ethereum won the lawsuit against the SEC in April in opposition to the agency's categorization of Ether as a financial security. Blah, 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 blah. There's nothing really to say here. Our fight continues. Consensus said in our lawsuit, we also seek a declaration that offering the user software MetaMask swaps and staking does not violate the securities laws. The SEC did not respond to the block's request for comment. All right, that's enough. Let's go back. Okay. BNB still, I mean, I guess because CZ just owns all of it. Almost. Solana is sub 140, up 3% in the last 24 hours. XRP is, there's nothing that this market can do to get XRP much further away from 50 cents. If you love 50 cents, if you wish that there was more 50-cent coins in the world, you just might as well own an XRP and be happy. You got your 50-cent coin, XRP, the most stable, more almost, it's fitting that it's sitting there right behind USDC because it's about as stable as USDC. All right, Dogecoin 12 cents, up 3.5%. Toncoin is actually in the red, but still number 9 on the charts. Cardano topping out the top 10. Sub 40 cents, up 4%, down 12% over the last 7 days. AVAX has been getting brutalized, by the way. $27. AVAX, I own some of this. What's going on, AVAX? It's up 5% in the last 24 hours, but down nearly 20% in the last week. AVAX. Polkadot is also struggling, down almost 14%. I own you, Dot. Come on, buddy. Up 3% in the last 24 hours. I guess both AVAX and Dot are doing what they needed to do in the last 24 hours, is bounce back a little. My cost basis is definitely lower than 587 for Dot, but we're not, we're sub my cost basis on AVAX because I came in late. It's okay. I don't own that much. Okay. Let's carry on. Hedera Hashgraph is up 7% in the last 24 hours at about 8 cents. Stacks on stacks on stacks. Damn, bro. Hey, man. Stacks is down 31%, bro. Fuck is that, man? It's up 4% in the last 24 hours at about $1.67. I own some of this stuff. We're all good at that price mark if we're looking short term for me. Sui is at 86 cents. So there you go. But it's bouncing big in the last 24 hours. It is taking back some of that, 11.5% up. Feels like the pain isn't over, is it? I still feel the pain, folks. You guys feel the pain? The pain's still here. Thorchain hanging out above $4. There you go. It could be a buy. Not financial advice. Algorand. You could build Uber on top of it. It's at number 66. Just shy of 14 cents. Down 17. How's the volume on Algo? Algo, very low volume, 45 million. Holding on to $1 billion market cap. Decipher coming up next week in Barcelona. And we'll see what they got. I think that we're going to have a big announcement, that $300 million worth of USDC on chain. Makes you think that they are leading up to a big announcement. And that's that. All right. You guys want to look at Vestige? I didn't even look at meme coins. How are meme coins doing? Actually, before we go there, memes. That's crazy. It's wild that Dog Whiff Hat is the fourth largest meme coin behind Pay. Then Floki, and then Brett. So memes are bouncing back, folks. They're bouncing back pretty hard. They're down, obviously, in the week, but in the last 24 hours, it's doing pretty good. Okay. You guys like Harry Potter or Sonic 10 Inu? Cock Inu. Maybe friend of the show. This is an AVAX, maybe friend of the show. Emphasis on maybe, but I would like them to be a friend of the show. I like the chicken. Coop, if you guys follow Coop lore, the majestic chicken. Cock Inu is funny. So it checks all the boxes for me. They got a chicken and it's funny. But anyways, it's down 32% in the last 7 days, 3% in the last 24 hours, while a lot of memes are bouncing back hard. And then also 3% down in the last hour. So not performing. All right, that's enough. Now let's go look at Vestige. Bobo looks like it's down. It's certainly down on Algorand. Oh, GORA. GORA's got some life. Let's see what's going on. GORA's back almost up to 20 cents. Let's go, GORA. Chips. I mean, it's like you can't really report anything on chips. It's always the same. It's always number one. DFly, same, always number two. Polka Gold, inexplicably, always number three at 11 cents. That's not that inexplicable. They've got a ton of TVL. Almost as much as DFly, which is wild because nobody really knows much about Polka Gold. A lot of volume. It looks like there's a lot of trade and bridging. What's going on at 11, 12 cents. GORA is back up to 20 cents, like we just said, with a ton of volume, almost $40,000 worth of volume, 14% up in the last 24 hours. It's a nice move. Coop is for the gains and the things that you're going to get. And with the centralized exchange is one of those things that you're going to get, apparently, according to the Coop Dow. And it's bouncing back in the hour, down slightly in the last 24 hours. Decent volume at 7,500. Market cap just barely holding on to $500,000. That's low, actually, for Coop. Nika a little greenish. Pepe. Sorry. Cometa down to 4.5 cents. Algo 200 getting some sell pressure here, down in the 8s, below a penny. You can trade Floki on Algorand at Tiny Man. The volume's okay. The TVL it's okay. All right. Yeah. Anything else? What do you guys got? Anything else? What am I missing? Did we have fun? Was this a fun Wednesday? Glad to have me back. Who should I have on the show? Anybody got any opinions on who I should have on the show? I want to talk to the Stacks ecosystem since I'm entering into that. I feel like it's like early over there. You can be on there. You're earning points. The DeFi is starting to get built out. They have a really significant upgrade coming later in the summer. It's been delayed. So if it actually happens, that could be a very bullish catalyst. Not financial advice. I have no idea. I'm not heavily informed about the ecosystem yet, but I'm looking to be. Tubi. Anybody watch television on Tubi? No, I'm okay. German's playing just now, as I feared. My Scotland, holy shit, Certic. Okay, that was crazy for real. Do you know what happened? Okay, Okay, Coops, you going to Decipher? I am not going to Decipher. Unfortunately, I was not invited. Turns out, while Stacey Warden, what's the joke? Fuck, damn it, no joke. Stacey Warden might be Tom Cruise, but I'm Jack Nicholson, and she can't handle the truth. I don't know. No, I wasn't invited. They don't want me there. Those people don't want me there. It's okay. It's okay. I don't need them. I have a lot of friends that I've told the truth to, and I'm still friends with them. Damn it. Maybe they don't think I was telling the truth. Maybe they didn't like it when I said that John Woods would be a better CEO than Stacey Warden. Maybe they didn't like it when I was calling out Ryan Terabellini. Oh, it's Terabellini idea for me to sign on, man. Oh, you're a dickhead. Okay. What happened to Terabellini, Stacey? She can talk about that at the Cypher? Oh, show Coop getting mad. No, I'm not going to Decipher. Andrew Coop ETF, book it. I don't know what that means, but I love you, GFY. GG, what's going on, man? Thanks for showing up. How late am I? We're already on the crypto market. What did I miss? We're already on the crypto market. He's like, some of you guys I know, you're like, oh my God, Cooper. Like in previous iterations of the show, I'd end up on Bloomberg, like looking, and like there'd just be silence. And they're like, and you at some point you got to be like, am I watching this man read Bloomberg.com without a subscription? Peak ReCoop, man. It's like, what are we doing? That's not scalable. You know what I'm saying? It's not appealing. Just this. Okay. So China's got dog robots with guns. What's that say? Fuck, I'm going blind. Just a whole lot of that. All right. Agree with the chat. Read a tweet from Nick Prococo and then check out Certic. Okay, we did basically that. Oh, we already did that. Oh, sorry, buddy. Oh, we did all of that. We read all about Nick Prococo. Sorry, I like saying that guy's name apparently. And we read all about the Certic thing. Yeah, we did it. We did that before. Looks like there is a Bobo error on CMC. Yeah, you can't really find Bobo. Where's Bobo? They don't love Bobo? It never shows up. Yeah, because the market cap is 150 million. It looks like it's because it hasn't been verified, because it should. Yeah, because it should be in like the 300s and it's in the thousands. So what's with the Bobo hate? Coin market cap? Why you got to hate? Yeah, so Jeffrey's on it. You want Mark on your show? I do want Mark on my show. I should have Mark on the show. I think it'd be fun. He seems cool. He's doing a good job. I think they're shooting another commercial. So he certainly has a talent for that. Can we be friends, Coop? Yes, relax and sleep. We can be friends. You want to be friends? Let's be friends. Where are you at? Where do you live, Coop? Relax and sleep. Let's just relax and take a little nap. And then when we wake up, maybe watch a movie. Wait, this sounds like a date. Relax and sleep. Never mind. Frugal BC wasn't invited either. Oh, shoot. Me and Frugal. I bet. Was Crypto for Change? Was JT Invest in You? Was Crypto Nerd? No. AJ. Nah, AJ's great, man. He seems wholeheartedly dedicated to the Algorand ecosystem. I finished a whole pot of coffee today, folks. Are you proud? I like Frugal. I think Frugal does a good job. He seems like a good dude. I met the dude. He is a good dude, and he also seems like a good dude. Is Adam Bergman gonna be there? He was pretty fun in Dubai. He was going up and down the aisles talking about what's the greenest chain, Algorand or whatever he was saying. Pretty funny personality. He completely disappeared from crypto, at least. But he can't be all that mad. I know he was a Palantir truther, and that's definitely bounced back. Jeffrey, we reviewed those tweets earlier. Thanks, Jeff. We did do that. Devin, hey, hey, Taco, why don't you guys go to Taco Coin's fucking Dora place, buy some tacos, drink some margaritas, and buy some Coop, and send me money. Devin's a bit of a LARP. I'll have to go back and rewatch. Yes, you will. Relax and sweet. Bobo market cap is 150, and it is definitely not represented at that spot on CoinMarketCap. I'll meet you in the Guacamole rainforest. There you go, man. We're gonna eat so much guacamole in the rainforest. It's gonna be incredible with monkeys and parrots and shit. It's gonna be so fun. CMC shows Bobo right. I mean, not when I click on memes, at least, because Apustaja, I mean, all these like Pepe derivatives is at like 170. Degen is at 160. Punky is at 153. Non-playable. None of this. And then you get to 119. Bone. Shiba Swap. There's no Bobo. No Bobo for you. No Bobo for you. What the fuck's calling me? All right. Coops, is Pepe built on Algo or is it just bridge? Haha, fajitas. It is certainly, yeah, it should be in the 300s. It is certainly not built on Algorand. A little Pepe history. Last year, when the Pepe hype was fully escalating, and we had dudes, what was that dude's name that was terrible? That became the Pepe god that like really kind of made it struggle initially. What the hell's that guy's name? This is how forgettable, people that think that they're the main character. Like that guy definitely thought he was the main character. And I can't even remember his dumbass name. He got in a fight with somebody on the street. The fuck's that guy's name? Yeah, the ranking is just wrong because it looks like CoinMarketCap is saying, what the fuck was that guy's name? You guys know his name. What's his name? Paul. Yeah, Paulie. Okay. Well, so what happened is that it was all the rage. And then we had some members of the Algorand community. Fisherman, I think, was one, and Agash from Rand Gallery was another. They were pretty much Pepe whales. They were very, very bullish. Fisherman would be like, "Hey, man, you need to buy that shit." And it was all, and they through MESSINA bridged Pepe over to Algorand. Now, the cool thing about what happens at MESSINA is that you're not like wrapping it. You're actually got Pepe, right? So you can bridge Pepe to Algorand, back to Ethereum. You can ARB, you can do whatever you want. So it's just Pepe on Algorand. But yeah, no, definitely not native to Algorand and is using MESSINA Bridge. Paulie did not like the Algorand angle. Nobody would. I see this poor thing. I saw this happening with Evis and Bobo in the chat. Like they had this chat that I got added to. I think Evis probably added me to it. And I was watching, and you'd see Evis be like, "Hey guys, like what's going on? Like I just really love Ethereum, and I love all the chains that you guys love. Did you know that Bobo's on Algorand? It's like really cheap to like swap it. I've been doing a lot for Bobo." And they're like, "What the fuck, bro? Don't talk to me about Algorand. Nobody trades on Algorand." He's like, "Oh, I know everybody says that, but like it's pretty good technology and like it's good. It's a good opportunity for Bobo." Shut the fuck up, bitch. And then they just started talking about something else. They didn't actually say shut the fuck up, bitch, but that's the way it felt that he was treated. So that man is out there trying to appeal to these people. And they're like, okay, moving on. Algorand. They probably don't even know that you could build Uber on top of it. Gary knows. Gary knows this has all been a psyop to shake us out of our bags so they can own everything. Gary be a great RWA holder. Another MESSINA interview. I can do another MESSINA interview. I can do that quickly. We can get that one. I'm friends with MESSINA. All right, folks. Well, hey, I appreciate you guys. So just to recap for all of you that are here at the end and weren't here at the beginning, the ReCoop summer style is going to be live Wednesdays and Fridays. We're going to do more interviews, and I will be producing more edited content, short form edited content, like the roots of the ReCoop are, where I jump cut, I say all types of things, I trim it out, I put little graphics on the screen, and I try to have some fun, maybe even write a couple of jokes. Because, here when I joke, it is, it's all obviously improvised. I don't plan anything like that. I mean, clearly with the Tom Cruise, Jack Nicholson thing, just not funny shit. I was riffing yesterday with somebody about, like, I had a good premise of, obviously, the idea is we were talking about how women or men simp women. And I was like, well, like a world where, the women simped men like they do. I just thought that would be, and then I started riffing on it and I was cracking that person up. So maybe there's something there. Anyways, I do enjoy jokes and I like writing jokes. It's just hard. Writing jokes is fucking not for the faint of heart, because then what happens is you write the joke and you think it might be funny, but then you don't quite know, like if you wrote it and you didn't just say it, you don't quite know how it's going to feel in your mouth. And maybe it's funnier in your head. So the only way to really test it is to go out in the world, or I guess on here, and just say it and see if people laugh and respond to it. But it's easier here because if I'm in the world doing it and you say a joke that nobody's laughing at, then you get the immediate response like, that's not funny. Here, I can sort of laugh it off, make fun of myself and move on. And I don't know that you guys are just staring at me like this guy's an idiot. I don't quite understand that. That's hidden from me. So that's actually kind of nice. But yeah, the whole joke writing process, unless you're just a goddamn natural at it, is full of pitfalls. Anyways, is it staying on Algo? Does anyone know? Oh, did we chat FIFA Collect? We did not chat FIFA Collect today. It is, there's something complicated going on there. I'm not 100% into it, but I think, what is it called? Modex or something? Something still exists on Algorand, probably contractually, but it seems that they are moving on. You understand? It does feel like they're moving on. But I don't know that. I know some of the stuff is still existing there, and it makes me think that there are contracts in place. And they're doing what they can outside of that to not get sued by Algorand Inc. or Technologies. Comedy is hard. It's the only art where you only know if it is good if you try it and then see their reaction. It truly is. Because I have definitely had jokes that I thought were funny, but I didn't even know. And then I would go say it out loud, and then I would be surprised on how funny people thought it was. And I was like, fuck, all right. It's like hard. It's like a gaslight almost. And then it's like you think you got something, and then you go out there and just die. You die. I've done it. I was before 2020, because I got to stand-up comedy super late. And like I got sober, right? The story for, and I probably told this, and I haven't been sober lately. But we're gonna get there, we're gonna get there, man. ReCoop, bro. If you want to actually succeed, you're gonna need, when you got 3 fucking kids, bro, and not an infinite amount of money, you're gonna need all your facilities and energy, bro. So those late nights talking to these assholes, drinking, those days are numbered, bro. But yeah, but the point is, the story is that I realized that I was like, okay, I needed to stop drinking so much, right? That was the goal. I'm not saying I'm some insane alcoholic, but I don't have the problem that a lot of people have. I went to AA and I was like, oh fuck, I'm not as bad as this. You know what I mean? Like, oh shit, really? You did that? I mean, I just drank a little too much and sometimes puked, but and I wasn't even a morning drinker or anything like that. Doesn't matter. The point is that I wandered, one of my first AA meetings, I wandered into the Comedy Store. It's one of the most, it's the most famous comedy club in the entire world. And they had an AA meeting in the middle of the day every day. And I was like, I'm gonna go. And I went, the second time I went to that, I had this insane road rage experience, which I think I actually posted a clip of me telling this road rage story on Patreon in the very beginning of me having a Patreon. I posted the story, but I had this road rage incident where I really went in on a girl, and it was crazy. She went in on me, and I lost my mind in such a psycho way, but it was a funny way. Like I really resorted to some antics. And I couldn't believe, because I had been sober for a bit. And I was like, man, I am not a better, nicer person because of being sober. And I told this story at the Comedy Store, and I looked around to a bunch of like comics I recognized, actors I recognized. I was like, fuck. And they were all, I killed at an AA meeting in the Comedy Store. And I'd always wanted to do stand-up comedy. And that kind of like lit a little bit of a fire. I was like, fuck, I should just do that. I should face that fear. And I did. And the point of me even telling this story is that I did for a while. I did sets at the Comedy Store. I mean, not in like, I wasn't officially like a member of the Comedy Store or anything. I would do these shows, independent shows, get invited by, you know, promoters and stuff to go do. And then I would do shows, like official shows at the Ice Age, at the Ice House. And towards the end, leading up into 2020, I was starting to get courage to try brand new jokes, not in these hole in the wall open mic places, but I did, because there was a I don't want to even tell that story. It doesn't matter. It's a good joke though, and maybe someday. There was an incident that happened with this Beverly Hills mom at a baseball practice for my son, and it just happened, and I had a huge show with I was opening for Taylor Tomlinson. And I was the first comic out, which means I was the least important comic. No, I think I was the second. I was the second comic out. But yeah, I got like 7 minutes. I was allowed to do about 7 to 8 minutes. And I fucking packed, because people were excited to see fucking Taylor Tomlinson. Packed house. And I tried a brand new joke and it worked. Oh, God. It was like, it worked. But it was, because another thing about me is that I can be a bit crude, and I can lean into that a bit much, which is a bit off-putting. So I need to mold that in a way to not like alienate too many people. So the joke was, it could have been better. But I remember being proud of myself that I was willing to try a new joke in that environment. Okay, there you go. Okay, today they released news. Okay, let's go look. We'll end the show on this. Let's look at FIFA Plus Collect. And see, there it is, FIFA Collect, 3 minutes ago. There, on June 18, 34 years ago, this man dribbled past the entire opposing team under the sky of Rome, instantly winning the hearts of his people and the entire world. Do you recognize his eyes? The goal is one of the most beautiful collectibles in the first timer. The only Rome guy I know is Totti, and I don't think that's him, is it? Okay, FIFA Collect. The big day has arrived. FIFA.com has announced the evolution of FIFA Together, some significant changes onto the platform in collaboration with Modex Tech. Rebranding of the platform into FIFA Collect to boost synergies with the FIFA world. Powered by Modex. Official opening of FIFA Collect to all clubs and federations worldwide. Exploration of additional ways to leverage Web3 and blockchain technologies to generate in the near future. Modex is ready to rewrite the rules of the game alongside FIFA with ambitious and revolutionary future projects. Join us on this extraordinary journey. And then how many people in the comments are like, what about Algorand? What happened to Algorand? Let's fucking go. Did they give you an answer? Algorand rails are still used. Okay, I thought as much. It still uses USDC or USDCA for purchase. Rebanding here is an attempt to distance from Algorand or to help push engagement across the pond on Ethereum Modex. I could not find Algorand mentioned on the FIFA Collect site anywhere. Yeah, if I'm being honest, I think any kind of usage of Algorand is contractually obligated, and that they're moving on. I don't have your answers, man. All right, we'll finish this and let's go. Today they released the news. Yeah, their news isn't looking good, man. I don't know what to say. I would love to say something nice about it, but to me, it looks like they're moving on somewhere where they think that they can get more buyers. They didn't push FIFA Collect at all during the World Cup. I mean, it was so muted. The FIFA Collect site wasn't integrated with the actual FIFA thing. It was almost they were ashamed of what they were doing. And if they had put the might of FIFA behind it, it wouldn't have mattered that it was on Algorand. People would have wanted to collect it, and people do still buy their the clips and stuff like that. I mean, it doesn't bode well. I also think that Algorand probably didn't want to re-up and pay the money. I think that's probably what happened. Is Algorand Tech didn't give them the money that they wanted. And probably because Algorand Tech looked at it and it's like, you guys won't help us at all. Like, what's going on? Why aren't you guys promoting this shit? And you won't let us promote it. If my read on the situation is that there was a frustration in the Algorand camp being like, we can't really, you won't let us talk about it, but you fuckers aren't talking about it. And now you want more money from us. That's my imagination. Maybe you guys can ask Sean Ford. He no longer works at the Algorand Technologies. I think Sean Ford would be the perfect person to ask, hey man, whatever happened to FIFA Collect? This is what my mom always does. Like when she's like, okay, call your aunt. And then just all you have to say. And then she'll be like, she'll give me some things like, Mom, I know what I should say. Like, what's going on? Come on, Mom, I'm a man, not a little boy anymore. Anyways, but yeah, you could reach out to Sean Ford. Maybe he no longer is hampered by being a member of Algorand and can answer the questions, because I think he was kind of one of the lead points on that. He was the interim CEO at Algorand Tech, Algorand Inc., when all that shit was happening. Silvio fucks. Coop, I already clipped out the Devin Taco rant and posted on Twitter. You have a great day. Well, I'm glad I could help. Modex has its token issued on Ethereum. Yep. Good evening from Cyprus. Senor, what's up, Evis? I was talking about, I don't know if you caught my Bobo rant that I caught in the chat and how they abuse you, man. You're out there fighting a good fight and you just get smacked down by these haters, don't you? It's all good. Algorand will maybe see its day. I was expecting so much, all the answers from you. I'm worried today's news isn't good for us. Algorand too. I don't think it's good for FIFA Collect on Algorand. I just don't. I don't think that it is, which fucking sucks, honestly, especially with the World Cup coming to the United States. Fucking sucks. It was a good plan, and it was cool that Silvio was able to land that. And it sucks that it didn't play out, because it would have been very, very nice to have Algorand as the NFT platform for the World Cup in a couple of years. Algorand Labs is a company founded by Silvio 2 years ago and now is closed. Oh, so it's just officially closed. So Algorand Labs is done. Evis says he has incredible news. Oh, Evis, drop it in the chat before I hang up. No, I did not, but thanks so much, Coop. No problem. What news, Evis? You got a couple minutes. Type it out. Let's say it. We got 301 eyes for you right now. By the way, the Modex has announced collaboration with FIFA Collect in December of 2023. Yeah, no, Modex, this is old news, the Modex thing. It has been opaque. How Algorand and Modex and how that is all going to be integrated together. And nobody seems to want to talk about it. And so just last time, the conclusion that I would draw is that it is dicey because of contracts, and FIFA is running out their contract with Algorand in the way that, nobody wants to. That, that Algorand, it's not good. It's not bullish for Algorand. All right. But maybe it is bullish. Maybe they exited a situation with some people that didn't want to play ball with anymore. All right. If Evis isn't going to, we have incredible news. So First Exchange, Uphold is delisting Tether and 5 other stablecoins to comply with MiCA regulations. All right. Well, that means, Micah and Algorand, that's something to look at, folks. You know, there's no MEV. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to speak outside my depth here because I haven't really looked into it. But Algorand doesn't have MEV. I think there's a problem with MEV over there. Tether being delisted. USDC, USDC-A, CCTP, maybe at Decipher in Barcelona in Europe. The play certainly seems to be Algorand in Europe. USDC is the coin in Europe. It will be the coin in Europe. And now that Algorand has footed the bill for CCTP, get listed on Coinbase, get listed on Coinbase in Europe, and take over the world, folks. Maybe Algorand isn't such a stupid idea after all. Let's all hang out and find out. Doesn't hurt to be exposed to other things, and it's not bad to be excited about other things. And we'll talk about other things on this show for sure. But we're not going to stop talking about Algorand, man. I still believe in the tech. I believe in all the things. I don't need to be at Decipher to be excited. You know what I'm saying? Even though it'd be fun to be in Barcelona. I've never been to Spain. It'd be nice to see all you people. And yeah. All right, folks. Thank you. It's the timing of Tether being backed with gold is interesting. It's just as likely Sol, Base, etc. All Forex companies will be using it. Yeah, well, USDC is on several chains. It can be used by many different things. It's going to be the euro is obviously on Algorand already. It's going to be interesting to see how this shakes out. But Algorand certainly can be a player in Europe for sure. And they've got a great spokesperson, a great contact in Silvio Macaulay. He can speak Italian to them. He can woo them with a nice bowl of pasta. You know what I mean? Drinking during the day, a little siesta, come back, have a late dinner, drink wine, walk all over, dance in the streets over ancient stones, meet a beautiful Italian woman. What am I talking about? Maybe I need to move to Italy. It sounds fun. All right, folks, I will talk to you on Friday. I'll see you on Friday, and we're going to gear up. We're going to do interviews like I've said a million times in the show. We're going to do some more interviews that probably pre-recorded, maybe live. And then we're definitely going to do some short-form content where I edit and talk about some alpha stuff or research or whatever it is that I decide that I need to talk about. And then don't forget about the Patreon if you want to join and get my more unhinged content that will exist there. All right. Bye-bye, Cooper. All right. Ciao.